guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to drive stick shift, which is also known as manual transmission. Here with me I've got my pride and joy. It's a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle, and it's going to be what I'm going to be driving in today. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first step is to dress for the occasion. Driving stick shift is something to take pride in because it's something that's been lost over the years. And you definitely just want to be comfortable while you're driving and have fun. So here I have some tennis shoes that are really great for driving, some shorts to keep me cool and just really nice and comfortable, and then a shirt, obviously, because otherwise people will look at you really, really weird. Some other essential things are obviously keys to your car and also your driver's license. Okay, so the second step is to know where the essentials are in the specific car that you're going to be driving in. So let's go inside. The inside of most old cars is going to look like this. Very, very simple compared to the technology that is now placed in cars. Here you have the blinker, the steering wheel, the horn, and the speedometer. That's pretty much it, and then you move on to the gearing system. Here you have the stick, which is why they call it a stick shift. The map for this gears is usually placed up here, but in my car, it's right above here. Now if you notice, neutral is in the middle. You always want to start on neutral because up to the left from there is 1, down from there is 2. Then once you're back in neutral, up to the right from there is 3, down to the right there is 4. On my car, if you press down on the stick and then you move it all the way to the left, you'll hit reverse. Now, here's the emergency brake, which is present in all cars, modern and old, because it's very, very important when you're practicing if something goes wrong, or just in general if you're parked on an incline. Now down here, if you'll notice, on most modern cars there's only 2 pedals, but in my car and in most old other cars there's 3. That's because one of them is the clutch, which is this one right here. That's the brake, and that's the gas pedal. The clutch, when you press it down, it disengages the gears so that you have time to change them, and then once you let go of the pedal, it locks them back in so that you can continue driving. Okay, so now that you know where everything is in the car, you want to be able to get it started and get it moving. So the first step to doing that in a standard transmission is you have to put your foot on both the clutch and the brake. At the same time, release the emergency brake. Now you turn the key. Okay, so you can let go of the brake now as long as you're on level surface. Okay, now to get it moving, you want to place it in first gear. It's like riding a bike. First gear is the most basic gear, and it just gets you moving just enough to start getting up your speed. So you want to follow your map, and so you want to push forward to put it in first gear. Once it hits the stop, you know you're in gear. So now this is a tricky part. You have to balance out the amount of push you put on the gas pedal and the amount of release you put on the clutch. So as long as you're pushing down just enough to get to the speed you want on the gas pedal, you release the clutch slowly until it can go no more. So we're going to do that. Okay, so now that you know how to get the car started and moving, you want to make sure you know how to listen to the motor, which tells you when to change gears and how much you're pushing the motor. So first, we're going to get it moving again into first gear. You'll notice that the motor quickly goes from lower pitched to high pitched. So it starts getting higher, you want to change gears. So press the clutch, pull down, and change gears. It starts deep again. Now as you hear it going higher and higher, it's letting you know that it needs to go to the third gear. Again, it starts deep and then it goes high. Now as you're driving, you want to start memorizing the pattern on the gears, because otherwise you're going to have to keep looking down while you're driving, and that's not very safe because obviously you're taking your eyes off the road. And again, to stop, you're going to put your foot on the clutch, on the brake, and then once you got a complete stop, you can go ahead, put it in neutral, and put the parking brake on. Now, another easier way, if you still haven't learned how to listen to to the motor is sometimes on the speedometer, it'll have notches like these. That tells you that that's the limit for first gear. That's the limit for second gear. That's the limit for third gear, and anything above that would be the limit for fourth gear. Okay, so the fifth and last step is to just have fun. Driving stick shift is something super fun to learn, and yes, it takes a lot of practice, but once you learn it, it's really, really rewarding, and sometimes you even get to impress your friends. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time on How to Survive Speech class.